In 1901, a concerned member of the public wrote to the men compiling the first Oxford English Dictionary to let them know that there was a word missing. In 1857, the Unregistered Words Committee of the Philological Society of London had decided that Britain needed a successor to Samuel Johnson's 1755 dictionary. It had taken 40 years for the first volume, the letters A and B, to be published, and now they had only gone and left out a word. The word was bondmaid, and when Australian author Pitt Williams learned of its exclusion, she knew she had the makings of a novel. The Dictionary of Lost Words tells the story of the OED's compilation through the fictional Esme, daughter of one of the men working on it, and her interactions with characters based on the real men and women behind the book. A bondmaid is a young woman bound to serve until her death. As Williams explains in her author's note, uses of the word had been supplied by members of the public, an important part of how the dictionary was compiled, but the piece of paper showing the final definition is still missing from the archives today. In the novel, this is Esme's doing. When the word falls off a table in the Scriptorium or Scrippy, the Oxford garden shed in which the dictionary is compiled, she pockets it. Then she starts collecting more words that the editors exclude or lose. Eventually, she includes these and others heard on the streets in her own manuscript, Women's Words and Their Meanings. Williams writes that her novel began as two simple questions. Do words mean different things to men and women? And if they do, is it possible that we have lost something in the process of defining them? From the local suffragettes, Esme learns that sisters can mean comrades. She puzzles over the definition of mother and whether it excludes a woman who has a stillbirth, or who gives her daughter up for adoption, or whose son dies in the First World War. Some readers may be deterred by Esme's virtuousness and smooth edges. To others, this gentle, hopeful story will be a balm for nerves frazzled by the pandemic or patience fried by sexism. Everything I do gets eaten or dirtied or burned. Lizzie, the housemaid working for very little money for the dictionary's first editor, tells Esme. At the end of the day, there's no proof I've been here at all. It is Lizzie who assures Esme of the relevance of bondmaid and provides its definition. Have you read this book already? If yes, share your views regarding the story in comments below. Also subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.